How's it going, everybody? I'm the BTC Reaper. My goal on the channel is to teach you how to reap the rewards of trading when the price is going up or down. New UK crypto investors face cooling off period under FCA rules. So the FCA is initiating a 24-hour cooling off period for anyone that hasn't bought cryptocurrency before. It'll go into effect October 8th, 2023. And they're doing this pretty much to protect people from making hasty decisions and from buying like some random altcoin or that they saw on like Facebook that just got pumped and then dumped the next day. So they're kind of trying to mitigate the risks for people there. So they're trying to make sure you know that you want in the project. Custodia lands court win after judge denies Fed request to dismiss master account lawsuit. So Custodia Bank, a Wyoming federal judge, said that the Federal Reserve does not have a right to not issue Custodia Bank a master account, and that Custodia Bank's lawsuit is not going to just get dismissed. Custodia was founded by a Morgan Stanley veteran named Caitlin Long in 2020 and was designed to provide a bridge between the digital assets and the US dollar systems. In June 2022, they accused the Federal Reserve of unlawfully denying their application for a master account, which would be crucial for this bridge to actually be functional and for them to be a part of the financial system. So the Fed was trying to say, hey, we don't want to deal with this lawsuit. This lawsuit doesn't matter. And the court ruled that they do have to deal with it and answer why they denied this application. Binance moved billions through US bank accounts controlled by CZ, says SEC. Billions of dollars of Binance-related funds routinely flowed through Signature Bank and Silvergate Bank for years, according to court documents filed Wednesday by the SEC. The SEC did a review of the financial records of these banks and saw wire transfers from Binance CEO and BAM Trading Services. They saw that they also held numerous accounts at both of these banks. While Binance said that both Binance US and Binance are separate entities, the SEC's lawsuit is unveiling that this is very questionable. The SEC's account of financial records indicates that BAM Trading Services and Binance entities deposit billions of dollars into a single account that belonged to Merritt Peak, of which Zhao is the beneficial owner. So, if that doesn't say he controls both companies, I don't know what does. Binance US shifts to crypto-only operations amid intensified SEC scrutiny. So basically what this means is they're going to get rid of the USD on their platform and USD trading pairs as of June 13th, 2023. This will happen. And it's basically because their payment providers and banking partners have signals that they want to pause this for the platform. They say it's not due to the claims with the SEC, but I think it is. Especially since the banks don't want to get in hot water with the FDIC. Customers are encouraged to withdraw their USD by June 13th, but if they don't, they will get converted into a stablecoin that can be withdrawn on-chain. So if you want to stay in the platform, you don't need to do anything, but you will be converted. Starting next week, Binance will be delisting USD pairs while continuing to support stablecoin pairs. So you could still trade like USDC or USDT, whichever stablecoins they offer. Crypto.com to close U.S. institutional service amid SEC's crypto crackdown. So don't be alarmed if you're not an institutional investor. Singapore-based digital asset platform added that it made a decision due to limited demand from institutions in the U.S. So it's not anything bad. They weren't gone after for anything. They're just saying no one really wanted to sign up institutionally wise through us. So only companies can use this product, so if you're not a company, you're probably not even concerned. Impacted users were given advance notice as well, but this decision does not impact the Crypto.com retail app, which is used by more than 80 million users worldwide. So there will be no kind of downfall for the Crypto.com app for any day-to-day user, so your funds will still be safe. Over on our total, we did kind of wick down a bit. We have an indecision candle, a doji candle, as we have about the same size wick on both sides, so it's a doji candle. Our stochastic is falling, our RSI is rejecting away, money flow is falling out, VWAP is trying to push up, our momentum is falling away, so overall I'd say we're a little more bearish leaning and we may see some further downside from here. Bitcoin dominance, on the other hand, looks like we could break up. We are breaking slightly out of this symmetrical triangle. We'll have to kind of see. If you want, you could kind of draw it like this, so we could be hitting the peak of it. That way you don't cut through that candle. So in that case, if we break through this, we could have bullish action. We have this green dot, this reversal arrow, so those are signaling that we could have some bullish momentum, which could help propel Bitcoin further. Our stochastic's starting to round, RSI is still running up, but it's pretty overbought right now. VWAP is overall losing out, and our money flow is slightly leeching away, even though it wants to kind of curl here. Our momentum looks like it wants to curl away as well, so overall, I'd say we may reject. Well, tomorrow is going to be very important. If we drop down tomorrow, then we could reject from here. If we push up and out, then we could continue moving. If we flag, we could continue moving too, because that would be a bull flag. So over on Bitcoin futures, we are slightly falling, nothing too bad. Stochastic's curling, RSI is starting to fall. Our VWAP's getting higher lows, our money flow is coming out though, and our momentum's coming out with the red dot that did confirm. So overall, we could see some further downside here, and we could test our value area low. Over on Bitcoin, we have an indecision candle, not really going anywhere. We are under our flag, so we did reject crossing through, but we're really not pushing through our value area low, so we're just kind of flagging around here. So we may create a flag underneath our flag, which would be another bear flag. Stochastic is getting a bearish cross, RSI is pretty flat, money flow is starting to come out, our VWAP is pretty flat, and our momentum is still coming out even though it slightly looks like it wants to curl. Over on the 4 hour, we're getting a red X here, so that could help bring us down, but we are trying to get a bullish engulfing candle too, so that could propel us forward. Our stochastic has a bearish cross, our RSI is trying to curl up, momentum is falling, our VWAP is falling, so we are in the bearish territory on our VWAP. Momentum is getting close to that bearish territory. Our money flow wants to go bullish, so our money flow is trying to test that neutral zone again. The last couple times it got rejected, so we'll have to see if we get rejected here again or not. This would be a pretty good cross if we did get a cross. We'll have to see how these lower time frames are looking. 2 hour, we're not really looking good for a cross as we're still in the bearish territory. So I'm shocked the 2 hours moving up as well as it is, but the 2 hours moving too. So momentum is in the bearish territory though, but stochastic has a bullish cross, so that could help propel us forward if our momentum doesn't continue to dump. Our money flow is rising, so that could help propel us as well. RSI is pretty strong. Our stochastic is close to that neutral zone, so if we do break through that neutral zone, we would have bullish momentum on the stochastic again, but currently our momentum is bearish on our stochastic. Over on the 1 hour, we are kind of rounding here, so we could have a little bit of a bottom here. Stochastic is starting to round though, RSI is starting to round. Money flow is rejecting away from the neutral, so that's probably how the 4 hour push. Our VWAP is starting to curl away here too, so we're not looking too strong there. But our momentum is trying to curl with a green dot, so we'll have to see if a red dot invalidates this green dot soon, or if we can manage to push back up through this support level, or resistance level currently, and flip it to support. Over on the daily, we have a pretty solid red candle here on graph. Our RSI is sliding, stochastic is falling, money flow is coming out, VWAP is starting to kind of curl away. Our momentum is pushing down, so overall I'd say we're more bearish looking than bullish. But we did already get the full breakdown here, and we are coming to a pretty strong support for this range. We've been here twice and bounced. So if we do get a bounce from here, we could see some further upside. But if we start to curl down from here, we could see some lower price targets, which could be possibly around this 9 cent or to 8 cent area. and then we'd have to look lower if we broke through that. Over on the 4 hour, we are trying to kind of make a descending wedge, actually. Looked more like a triangle before, but we have more of a descending wedge, which is good for us because that is a bullish pattern and could break us higher. So we could get some bullish momentum here from that. Stochastic is getting a bearish cross, so RSI is trying to head up. Our momentum is getting a red dot that confirmed, so our momentum could see some more downside. Money flow is coming out and our VWAP is falling, so we may see some more drag out. So just be careful, don't just jump in. Our stochastic is getting a bullish cross. RSI is sliding though. VWAP is trying to break through that neutral zone, so we'll have to see if it can actually get through that. Our money flow is trying to push higher, but it is starting to curl back down, so watch out for it to make lower lows. But if we push up from here, that would be good. Our momentum did get a red dot that confirmed, but we are trying to somewhat curl here, so we may get a green dot soon. That green dot may be the signal at the bottom of this pattern. Not financial advice, not a guarantee. This pattern isn't guaranteed to break bullish. No pattern's 100%, just remember that. Over on the 1 hour, our stochastic is making a break, so that's not good for the 1 hour, so the strength on the higher time frames could weaken. RSI is curling down, money flow is rejecting away, VWAP rejected neutral, so we are in the bearish territory, Our momentum is getting a red dot just after getting a green dot, so our momentum could see some further downside as well, so the 1 hour is suggesting we could see some further downside. Over on the 2 hour, I don't know what I'm saying there. Over on Anchor, on the daily, our stochastic is falling, but we're still trying to get that push up. Our RSI is falling. Our VWAP's starting to kind of curl here, so that's not good. Our money flow is rejecting away. Momentum is trying to curl, so overall we're getting some mixed signals like we want to push up, but we're still falling. Over on the 4 hour, stochastic is making bearish divergences and does have a bearish cross. Our RSI is overall trying to hold its ground and head up as price kind of maintains this range. Money flow is rejecting away from the neutral twice, so we are falling, but we are trying to kind of maintain this zone. If we go any lower, then we could see some further downside. It could make that wedge here too, I believe. If you draw it more there, might be more of a triangle, depending on where you want these lines to go. So it could be a break up, but our momentum is suggesting we could see further downside. Money flow is in the bearish territory, so again, just like our previous coin, we could see some further downside before we get any kind of bullish momentum. We are getting lower lows right now and lower highs. Stochastic is getting a bearish cross, RSI is falling, money flow doesn't know where it wants to go. Our VWAP is trying to push forward, momentum's looking like we could try to push forward. We are kind of pushing away from this resistance line if this was our wedge here. Looks a little better on the 2 hour than the 4 hour. So over on the 1 hour, our money flow is testing that neutral zone. So the 1 hour is bullish. The 2 hour doesn't know where it wants to be. 4 hour is bearish. So if this 1 hour breaks bearish, the 2 hour is likely to break bearish as well. Stochastic is starting to roll over, RSI is starting to roll over, momentum starting to roll over, and could print a red dot in the next couple candles. So that's not very good for any kind of bullish momentum up. We would need some sort of bullish signal to push us higher. Over on the daily, on XRP, we're trying to break out of our flag again. We might, we'll have to see if we maintain this. If we kind of push away, we might have to see what kind of pattern we can draw out from here. Our RSI is trying to curl up. Momentum has a green dot. Stochastic is falling. Money flow is maintaining its range, and our VWAP is trying to go through that neutral zone and go bullish. So we'll have to see if it can actually get some momentum here. Over on the 4 hour, stochastic is starting to roll over, RSI is pushing, momentum is pushing. Our money flow is overall losing ground though. Our VWAP is getting higher highs, but overall getting close to that neutral zone and could test a bearish break. Over on the 2 hour, I don't know my time frames today apparently. Our RSI is pointing down, stochastic's getting a bullish break, but it's starting to round off, so we could see a bearish break. Our VWAP is looking like it could flop back to the bearish side, and our money flow is well into the bullish territory, but it's kind of just riding around in this range and not really helping propel anything forward. The 1 hour, our money flow is starting to kind of curl down, so watch out if it starts to make lower lows. Our VWAP is starting to break through the neutral. We have a double red dot on our momentum. Our stochastic is about to break. RSI is kind of flat, so overall I'd say we're more bearish leaning here, and we could break back into this pattern if we do see some strong momentum. Over on Algo, last but not least, we are trying to maintain a bottom here, so we'll have to see if we can get some sort of bullish candle next. Our stochastic is trying to get a bullish cross, RSI is trying to push up, VWAP's trying to push up, our money flow is still coming out though. Our momentum looks like we could get a green dot soon, so very mixed signals right now. We'll have to see if we get a green candle to confirm a bottom. The stochastic on the 4 hour looks like we could cross bearish, but we are looking like we could also just ride this area, kind of like back here. Sometimes you'll ride it out for a while and then you'll get a fall. Our RSI is heading up, so our stochastic did give our RSI a lot of strength here and we broke through that neutral zone. Money flow is trying to make higher lows and point upward, so we'll have to see if it can actually break through this 5 zone. And our VWAP is heading down, so just watch out for that VWAP to slide into the bearish territory. Over on the 2 hour, we do have a red X, so that could bring us down, but we did pump away from it. Our stochastic is falling, RSI is falling, momentum's trying to get higher highs here. Our VWAP's trying to push up, and our money flow is losing ground, so overall I'd say we're very mixed, but we have a lot of bearish signals here. Over on the 1 hour, stochastic's starting to roll over, RSI is starting to roll over, money flow is starting to push away. Momentum is in the bullish territory, but could round off as our VWAP's starting to round off. So we could see everything start to give up this slight gain we got today. Thank you for watching tonight's video. I hope you have a wonderful night.